In this tutorial, I'm going to do a quick overview of the Format Picture panel and go over the various commands that will help you adjust your image and your text to make it look as best as it can be. Now, I've got a document here that already has a background in it. It has a picture of the wolf, and then I have two text boxes. Now, you'll notice the text boxes still have the fill and the line. So if you right-click on an image or an object, you can call up Format Shape. And Format Shape will let you format shapes as well as the text within those shapes. So you'll see this is the fill button, this is the shadow button for the effects, and this is for crops, different properties. So if I want to get rid of the background and outline, I can go to my shape objects under fill, choose no fill, and I can choose no line. And you can see what that did. It removed the fill as well as the surrounding outline. Let me make this white and bold so you can see it a little better. Now I can also use the Format panel to change properties of my text. And you've seen me do this in the other videos where I'm actually building covers, but I wanted to just focus on it for you in this particular video. If I go up to 100%, I want to go large enough where you can see what I'm doing, and I choose text options. I then have text fill and outline. I can change the color of my text fill, and I can change the outline. Now you see I gave it a solid outline and it drew a black outline around the words. You can change the color of your outline, you can change the density or the transparency of it, you can change the thickness. Sometimes you are going to want an outline, especially on lighter text. It just helps delineate it from the background. I can then add a shadow if I like by clicking Text Effects, go to my shadow preset, and it gives me this shadow. There are other commands that I could use if I wanted to give that text a reflection. You can see it reflects the bottom there. If I wanted to do a glow around the text, and again, this may look familiar because we did this in one of the other book tutorials, but I just wanted to focus on it here just in case you wanted to know more. I can change the color of the glow, I can soften the edges, I can do a 3D format if I like. And you'll remember me saying please be very use this sparingly. That is a beveled edge. You can see it gives it kind of a beveling to the edge, either in or out. The best one is probably that one. I can change the bottom bevel. I can do a rotation effect. What you should do is just open up a document that you can play with and come into the Format Shape panel and see all of the different things you can do, not only with your text but with images as well. The one thing you'll primarily do with images is you will change the sharpness, the blur. If I wanted my wolf a little sharper, I could sharpen him. I can change the percentage of sharpness. If I wanted to change the brightness or the contrast, if I really wanted to make him stand out, I could. Bit much. Okay. You can also change the picture color with the hue and saturation. If I wanted to make him more vivid, I could do so there. If I wanted to make him less vivid and even remove all color, I could do so there. And then the color tone is if I wanted to give him a more warm glow, it adds yellows and reds, whereas the colder tone adds more blues. So again, that's the Format Picture screen. Now don't be fooled, it's also a Format Text screen. You can see when I click on a text layer, a text box, it gives me those options. When I click on just a graphic layer, it does Format Picture. And even give it an outline so it sticks out a little more. So again, the best thing you can do and the best way to learn this is to just experiment. And you cannot break it, you cannot mess it up. You can always set it back to exactly like it was. Make sure you save along the way so you don't lose your work, but spend some time with this and you will become an expert at formatting text and adding effects to text and graphics in no time.